right, all right, all right, all right. Oh man, I would love to see Matt McConaughey doing the alrighty then from Ace Ventura, but you know, in Dazed and Confused. Anyway, hi, I'm the Blooper Reel. I'm playing Control today. My wife is around somewhere. They are really cute. I'm glad that you set them up like this. Really funny seeing them just all scooted around the house, you know? Alright, how's this running? Decent. Good enough. Where I'm like, I gotta figure out the freaking controls.
This is even more fucked up.
That's really funny. Okay,
I mean,
so yeah.
what kind of company would take it back?
They probably maybe they're like, we accidentally sent that to everyone. We can't do it, which sucks.
That sucks. But like, what if we already ordered or used those coupons or like?
I would say that if we
Maybe
opened
it
the app,
worked.
maybe it didn't show up, so you couldn't use it.
Yeah, so it was just an
So
email.
so you would just be like, huh, none of that came up yet. I wonder, oh, what the fuck happened?
Still, it's just shows how much you don't care about your customers anymore.
Wow, how do I get up there?
Dude, this used to be so much better. Wow.
So this is the FBC, the Federal Bureau for Control. They're like the FBI, but for paranormal shit. Like, what's that
They
weird
took
thing that
over.
everyone's into? The SCP stuff that got big about a decade ago. Slender Man and all those numbers and them doing it. But I was just like called to this building and I didn't quite know why. It's all messed up. There's this entity called the Hiss taking over, but my brother used to work here and he's been missing, so I'm here now. But this weird gun thing that I have, I don't know how to switch it. It could transform. It's pretty neat. The old director of this place died. And they made me into the director. Because the gun chose me. Better than I could send.
the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
I'm only a few hours into this game. I've never beaten it. I don't quite remember what I'm doing, but that's fine. I have an inkling. Just pop the top. Excellent.
I don't like that sound.
An object of power escaped the Panopticon a couple of weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own, and definitely don't bind it to yourself. Okay. I won't fuck with a merry-go-round. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God. But not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels for my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. So that he sent that to the FBC and stuff. Some person
Sounds
from the
like
dead
a
letters
weird
office.
robot. It's not God, sir.
Yeah, like all the stuff they have to keep an eye on in their country from the crazies.
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the parakinesiology department. I believe that I've discovered a Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself, right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or
Well,
resources.
that's not what it's supposed to work like.
Yes, stopping.
This game just must
Furnace
not pause like Alan
can
Wake.
speak.
I
It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen.
would think the developers make it the same.
No, I guess because this came back
Did you
out in
hear
like
that?
2016
It's
or
a
18 or
sentient
something.
force
They just weren't thinking
capable
about it
of
yet.
communicating. I checked, and there's no record of
That's
ever
nice.
installing this furnace. I believe that.
That's fucked.
Oh, sorry. What? Yes,
No
I can
furnace.
feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
So that furnace room I was in was just kind of spawned by an entity. They never built it or anything here in the bureau.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
Step into the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to be, but don't dash and don't scream much. Let's join the Threshold Kids. Let's join the Threshold Kids.
Hey, Meg! What are you drawing? I'm drawing a dog!
I'm drawing the pyramid.
The what?
The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it?
Mm.
It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
I miss my home.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course,
This is the guy's
an
book I found in
example
Alan Wake.
of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the base DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, head of research, Federal Bureau of Control. Ring, ring. It's It's Dr. Darling calling.
Oh, I remember
In
some of their weird
1978, a
terminology.
comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered, and the handful of witnesses required extensive memory repression therapy. It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well. Our very own Ouija board. Only the director can answer it safely, and what he hears is kept classified.
Creepy.
I'm the new director, though, and I picked it up.
Ooh. How classified is it? Can you tell me?
I probably shouldn't, but I will. It was teleporting me places.
That's
All right,
cool.
take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this? You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it, didn't trust it, didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end, contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, A director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
The board calls me on the red phone and tells me things.
Hmm.
So this place is called the Oldest House. The building we're in. It's like downtown New York or something.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't remember if the oldest house is wherever this is and we built the building around it, or it's like just at a nexus, but it's like the oldest house and creepy and stuff. And it's in this little room down there. It's this little wooden house. But I got a call via the phone. Uh-oh, it died on me.
Uh-oh.
To make me the director here.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel, the key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in. A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmoor hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director. You suddenly see this dark void for the horror show it truly is, filled with screaming fear we pretend to control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family, all dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. And my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess. I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a rain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline. It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth, and no one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Yeah, so which one's on red? I just listened to this one. I swear. Let's do it again. So whenever he was complaining that...
was director
Yeah.
before me.
Why is that on red, you nerd? Oh, oh no. I hope I paused, but I probably didn't. Uh-oh. Where are you? Where are you, my guy? I swear someone just shot at me here. Yeah. Just keep whipping stuff at you.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old Vic Bats inside the planet shake it.
Now we won't blow up. Let's go lift the lockdown.
Next Wednesday at 8, usual spot. Hazard owes me $20. Erish, still on a fucking winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you $60. I bought beers last time, so Hepston stalls to it.
To protect them. Forces contained. A lockdown only be lifted by a directorial override.
This is what we came here to do.
Wow, my actual game froze. Kind of crazy. Let's get back into the oldest house. I never stick my gun in right on the first try. It's like a USB stick, really. Oh yeah, that doesn't look ominous as hell.
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
This is all locked up. There's got to be fun stuff in here. There is. I don't know what that is. I hope that's not foreshadowing about the fix and the hiss and etc.
The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. What would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?
Like, I didn't know that was an option.
I heard the hiss attack the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes, of course.
Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger
I'm a
brother.
scroll.
Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through.
That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's
A
hard
human
to
being.
describe, but she helped us. We
Mrs.
managed
Scratch.
to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan.
I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector?
Writing wise, I feel like your character should ask, did you guys kill him?
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case.
So it's not a
files
big
after you
deal.
mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along.
She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes, but one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the Hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan.
I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past, I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. to inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
Hi, Jesse.
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
But he's usually in his office in research, or Dr. Darling has quite a few. All could be hiding in any way. I checked myself.
Sounds like I touched
He didn't let you into his lab?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. That's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought up a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible? That's it. You see, I have extreme doubt. Look at all the, where do they all, we know that one door leads to, how come we can only ever, maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different, I believe that the motel.
Does Darling agree with that?
I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
This place has a bad habit of moving around.
So you notice that, did you know that 39%, it's true. I ran the numbers.
So they're...
Oh, at one time a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000, it was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a type. I'm a scientist. I work for Dr. When Bureau agents go out in the field, study the materials, the altered. It's always something we've never seen before. And studying them.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook. Everything that happens at the Bureau includes.
What can you tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Well, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesis. Darling didn't even get through the first page before.
Right. And, has...
What? No, wait, I mean, no, not that I've... Why?
Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god. More tests.
Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay?
Okay. It's just... Wow. I mean, this blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it.
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
I heard the Hiss attacked the power plant. Brings up a lot of questions. communicating, coordinating.
So fucking annoying. I think I'm done with. I don't know what to do. I want to play something, but again, it just kept doing it. And there are timed missions in this. It's like you have 17 minutes to do this. I found my way there. I was halfway done with the enemies. It locked up on me. It didn't pause. I couldn't pause it, and this didn't reconnect, so I couldn't pause it. I don't know what. It always reconnects, and it's like, you know what? You're being timed this time. You've been playing games for a week like this. We're not gonna reconnect you.